Hello, SLAPAFISH community, and welcome back to another World of Tanks console video. So this replay actually marks something special. This replay marks my 1000th battle in my Chaffee, my M24 Chaffee, my World War II Chaffee, which is actually not my most played tank. My most played tank is the IS-4, and the IS-4 has a lot of battles in it. And I actually got to pull up the stats to say how many. Actually, no. My M24 Chaffee, this is the World War II variant. And also, this is my only tank that I have 4-marked. And it's my only tank that I will ever 4-mark. Why? Because I think the 4 marks will look terrible. Because if you compare this 4 marks to my Chaffee, on this Chaffee, and compare it to how it looked before, and the Cold War Chaffee, it has 3 marks on it, that it just looks way worse. Right here, with this camo, it looks a little bit better. Most of the time, you can't even see them. They're usually blend in. The gold marks really do suck. And yeah, 3 marks just look way better. Gold marks don't really look that good. They do look good on certain tanks, like the 4005 and just very rare tanks. But yeah, my most played tank is my IS-4 at 1,431 battles. My 4005 Stage 2, the World War II variant, has 1,062 battles. And third place is my M24 Chaffee World War II variant at 1,000 battles. Then in fourth place, huge jump, T49, 659 battles. My Cromwell Snakebite is in 5th place at 585 battles. T150, then it's the MX-13105, then it's the 5355. Yes, the Tier 9 American artillery. Love that artillery. The MX-CDC, then the Type 59. And that's the World War II variant. The Tier 8 preferential matchmaking Chinese light medium tank. So, my Chaffee, it's really good in my Chaffee. And I know it. And also, this is my first tank I ever got a Call of Battles medal on World of Tanks console. And it's one of the very first videos I did on this channel. It does have face cam, and I think that video does suck, but the match is actually pretty good. Now, I'm actually playing in the enemy base and just absolutely not even getting hit, and it's just hilarious that I can do this. And I'm just wrecking the enemy team inside their own base, which is funny. Now realize I switched targets from the artillery to the Leopard because the Leopard has the flak gun, the artillery can't shoot that not as often as the Leopard. And the Leopard has a turret, and most people usually go for artillery anyway. So I could probably leave the artillery for somebody else. But yeah, the enemy base, I love my M24 Chaffee. It is super fun. I've had it for a very long time. I remember when my first match, like when I first played World of Tanks console, it was on Cliff. And me and my friend that were playing, we were getting bullied by M24 Chaffee. We just couldn't do anything to it. It was too fast. Its gun was really good. It had a lot of hit points. Now this is before the Tier 10 and Tier 9 light tanks were in the game. This is when, and I remember we were higher tiers. We were Tier 6 or a Tier 7 against the little M24 Chaffee that was a Tier 5 light tank. And that day, that very moment, I was like, I have to have that tank. And ever since then, I've loved the M24 Chaffee. And I also don't use a medkit. I've never used a medkit in a very, very long time. So yeah, Chaffee is one of those special tanks. I've always will play it. It used to be my most played tank for a very long time. So yeah, I've had the Chaffee before the Tier 9 and Tier 10 light tanks. When it had 440 hit points, it was the fastest tank in the game, going 78 kilometers, which now it only goes 62. And before the low tiers got a hit point buff, it only had 360 hit points. When the Tier 9 and Tier 10 light tanks came into the game, The Chaffee went from 440 hit points to 360, and now it's back up to 620, which feels amazing for the Chaffee, but I don't have my speed anymore. And I finally get taken out by Oki, because the Oki has a really good rate of fire. So, yeah. Also, the horsepower per ton, I believe, was nerfed, and the rate of fire was nerfed on the Chaffee. The Chaffee used to meet tier 8s. It used to be a tier 5 light tank that would be mashed up like a tier 6 medium tank and just fight tier 8s. And just absolutely annoyed tier 8s, and it was fun. Then tier 9 and tier 10 light tanks came into the game. Then light tank matchmaking went from 1 to 3. -1 plus 3 matchmaking to +2 -2 matchmaking. So yeah, tier 5 light tanks used to fight tier 8s. So it was insane, and I've always loved the Chaffee. Chaffee is one of those tanks that I just love, and I will always come back to my Chaffee because I love that tank. Anyway, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to SLAPAFISH because we're always not, and peace out. See ya.